Hi, everybody. Just wanted to give you a heads up. It's known that we often use rude language on this podcast, profanity and that sort of thing. But this week's episode goes to some places that are profoundly not safe for work. So if you're in an environment where you don't want to hear people saying things that children shouldn't hear, you might want to pop your headphones in, just as a heads up on that. Also, we did lose the first few minutes of the stream, but you don't really miss much, and we recap it pretty quickly here. So enjoy this week's episode. It's really good. But it did get off the rails at the end, so there's that. Because we don't know how much of this is salvageable, you haven't missed much. But what happened is... Willem got interrupted by a spectator, which is a beholder-looking thing, with an evil box, or a silver box of some kind that seemed to hold something evil in it, and was then called away. He has therefore delegated the task of killing our adventurers and the Emperor and so on to his daughter, who is a Cambion, whose name is Helga, and who talks like this! Just to give everyone an extra incentive to murder her. In response to how basically utterly fucked they are, Kibo communed with his demon, the source of his warlock powers, the fiend he has made a pact with, Antiochus. So he has the ability to use one 7th level spell at the cost of all of his spell slots for the rest of today and tomorrow. So basically to give him a burst of power if he needs it. And if you don't use that 7th level spell slot, Kibo, you can just use your spells as normal, but we had a whole thing for you to get it, so you might as well. And now everyone's gonna roll for initiative as Helga pulls out this big, sharp, dangerous-looking obsidian spear and prepares to do some damage.
All right, guys. Let's try to fight her off. If things go bad, I have an out. I whisper that.
The 9 werewolf death guards are still around, but they look like they're just kind of, doing crowd control in case anybody tries to escape. They're not going to interfere. I guess I also should roll for blue, which is ridiculous.
No, I should roll.
And then Hammer and Tong and the Emperor. We'll just share one roll because I don't want to deal with this. And then what did the rest of you guys get?
15.
No, 9.
10.
8.
Alright. 10, 8, 15, 9. Dang. That means that Blue gets to go first.
Right.
Don't disappoint us,
Time to shine, son.
Blue, panicking, goes, what do I do? What do I do, Dad? Dad, what do I do? Dad, what do I do?
Son, calm down. I believe in you. Just close your eyes and focus. Okay, you know what? Don't close your eyes. I saw what happened last time when you had your eyes open. Focus on the angelically voiced demon and just focus a spell onto her.
Angelically
I believe in
voiced? You. Fuck you!
Do you not prefer that?
Alright.
I'm trying to work my way into, trying to slide into this demon's DMs, guys.
You are a cleric! You are not Nathaniel Terencio.
I'm Saloon. We're glorified astrologers or whatever.
You are not Nathaniel Terencio, who once said on the HeyPoor podcast, Tony the Tiger is thick. You are a cleric of good. Seek Jesus. Seek Saloon. Oh.
I mean, it's like the goddess of moon. I mean, what does that actually mean?
It doesn't mean
That's
moon
she's
like a
chaotic,
bud.
if I remember right.
Also, you should definitely know what your goddess is about. That is another. Anyway, he's gonna cast. He's gonna cast Firebolt. With what I would say a very blue level of success. It sort of fizzles out and peters against the ground. Dad, I'm gonna be honest.
Let's say, wait.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, remember, he completely obliterated his old master, so...
On a stroke of luck, true. Here's a list. So far, what we know about Blue is that he failed so badly that he was willing to do a complete 180 on his belief system. Yeah, it's now Taseris' turn.
Okay. I guess bow and arrow, because I'm not getting up close to this stuff.
If you get up close, you can use sneak attack.
I think I gotta actually be able to do some sneakiness to be sneaky.
Yeah, you gotta.
I thought you only have to be within 5 feet and have an ally nearby.
Actually,
I
that
gotta
is
be
true.
flanking.
That is true.
Oh, really? I don't have to be
Yeah.
flanking or anything.
No.
Not in this
you're
edition.
This is 5th edition. This is for babies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I remember this. I actually played a rogue yesterday in a different game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll look that up in a second, but I'm just gonna go with the bow and arrow for this particular time to make things
Alright.
easier and get things going.
Sure.
So, 1 second. That is a 19, not with any additional stuff. So to be 22.
That'll hit.
I'm assuming that'll hit.
That'll hit.
That'll, hold on 1 second. Where is the 8? There it is. Okay. So longbow's 1d8 piercing.
All right.
That is... Son of a bitch. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Apparently I gotta fix Skype now. That was 4, with my finesse. 4, 5, 7 damage.
Okay. Does not look like a substantial hit, but it does hit. What did she roll? Oh, okay, she gets to go next. And she goes, "You'll pay for that!
I'm sure I will.
I will enact suffering upon you, such as you would not believe!"
Is that
Bring
any
it
different-
on.
Is it any different from what's happening right now?
Probably about to be, yeah.
Blue, cover your
does
ears.
Does 15 hit your armor class?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, only just.
Okay.
I'm at 15, so.
Alright, so, she raises her hand that's not holding the spear right now, and, a bolt of, technically a ray of fire comes out of it, and you are going to take 5 damage.
Okay.
And then she gets to do that again. So that's a
5 damage again?
she gets to attack again, but she rolled a non-natural 20, so that'll hit. Okay,
Yeah.
so you took 5 damage from the first. Oh, shit.
Right.
From the second, you take 14. So you take a total of 19 fire damage.
Okay. So I'm gonna need lots of healing here ASAP.
Burn, baby, burn!
Jeez.
And,
Jeez, indeed.
then, Hammer and Tongue and the Emperor. Yeah, no. Hammer doesn't do anything. Tongue doesn't do anything. The Emperor rolled a 19 on another bluff check, so I guess he lies down and you all think he's dead again. This seems to be working pretty well. I'd like to point out his advantage to bluff is 2. Like, we're not like +2. We're not talking about like a master rogue, like his thief background.
He's just really, really like
He's
motivated
really
to make
motivated.
this work.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he did study theater.
Source? Sure, he studied theater now. And then Kibo.
I'm gonna use my full round action to activate my necrotic shroud. So everybody who can see me, roll a will save.
Oh
A
god.
wisdom check. DC
Ooh,
14.
Ooh, 20 total.
She failed. Hammer failed.
13.
Tongue super failed. The Emperor failed. Blue got a crit 20.
Blue, I'm so proud of you.
His
What about,
first
what
and
about Beth
last.
and Belfry?
I did 13.
So she failed though.
Beth, I can't hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear
I
you
can.
either.
Yeah, we can.
Sorry, I had to mute this one because I was getting echo from the other one. 17.
All right.
Okay, so everyone who failed is frightened of me now. Also, my eyes go black and I mutter something like, "Oh, you should be afraid of me right now." And then demonic skeletal wings and frightened.
Alrighty then. What does that do, practically speaking?
Basically, I entered spooky Super Saiyan mode. Until this lasts for 1 minute or until I end it as a bonus action. I deal extra necrotic damage to one target when I attack it with an attack or a spell. And until the end of my next turn, anyone who failed to save is frightened of me.
To be clear, what was the passing grade for
13.
that roll? Oh, okay.
14.
Okay.
Oh,
14.
I'm still fine. Just want to make sure.
I need to
Yeah,
look up
wow.
what exactly frightened does, but while we're working on that, it's
Basically,
Belfry's turn.
they just want to get as far away from me as they can. I'm very spooky.
Yep, and they have disadvantage on all checks and attack rolls. So, Hammer, Tongue, and the Emperor are all frightened, which is nothing new. And she is frightened. And Blue is the least frightened he's ever been in his entire life.
Because he has a supportive,
He has a supportive
responsible
dad.
father figure.
But yeah,
You're very brave, Blue.
It is Belfry's turn, though.
Well, I am frightened, so I guess I move far away.
Yeah.
And I'm really passionate about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sanctuary on Blue.
Okay.
I just say you're doing great, Blue. And I cast a Sanctuary spell. Anyone who tries to do any harm to Blue has to make a saving throw in order to even target Blue. So that's my full turn.
we should probably make clear here. The players have decided
Blue's not going to die.
on the weekly break. Nathan has every friend he's tried to make has died or some harm has befallen to them, other than possibly his horse Keith Jr. But to be honest, almost certainly dead at this point. And as a result, they have decided as a group that their goal on this adventure is not to stop the Lords of Sertopia, it's not to bring down the Inquisition, it is to keep Blue alive. Which is great.
Well, he didn't ask for this. This is the best thing to he is.
Yes.
He did a great feat to turn away from this evil group and to have him fail
Right.
now. I can't stand for that.
Exactly. And then it's Percy's turn.
I'm
Okay.
dying, just FYI.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I could have tried to heal
Right.
Taseris, but
No.
I was thinking about pointing that out, but I wasn't sure just yet whether or not I should be an asshole right now.
but her
Alright.
versus Blue.
I think that
mean,
Belfry has earned. I think it's okay to be an asshole if it's to Belfry.
Yeah, especially since let's not forget, I'm the reason. I pulled you all into this in the first place.
Yeah. Why is this
Oh,
fight
thank you.
happening right
So
now?
you
Yeah.
should
Yeah,
have healed me.
Belfry.
You owed me a heal, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can. Okay, do you guys want bless or should I heal Taseris right now?
Heal.
She could use a heal, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got 1 hit point left, please.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna do cure. I'm gonna walk up to Taseris and put my hands on her and cast Cure Wounds,
Thank you.
which is a 1d8 plus 4, which is an 8. So you got 12 HP.
I will take all of that, thank you.
No problem.
Slightly less scared now.
Mhm.
Okay, so I do that and I look at the weird demon thing and I wink at it. I'm still going with this guy. It's not against Saloon at all. Saloon is the goddess of navigation, all right? I'm trying to navigate. Trying to navigate into those DMs, all right?
I'm sorry, the show is
I
canceled
think
now.
you grew up in a brothel. I don't think you grew up in anything religious related whatsoever.
Did you know that just anyone can put on these robes and say they're a cleric?
Yeah, did you find them on the street?
I think I know why they won't let you in the temple.
Yeah, right? Stop fondling the nuns.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
All right, I'm spreading love and compassion. All right, I am totally a cleric.
That's true. Percy is a very loving person.
And just to also be clear, Saloon is also over good and neutral lycanthropes. So that's kind of funny that we're up against evil werewolves right now.
That's a good point.
So whose turn is it now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
sexual
We're back at the top of the order with blue. Which is an important thing to note, by the way. You tried to fuck this nasty demon lady in front of your son.
Son, this is what mother and father does on the weekend.
Oh
Right?
God!
This is perfectly natural. This is how you were made.
Is
I'm
it
pretty sure.
is it too late to join the other side again?
Yeah, it is. It is. You don't back out, son.
Oh no! I crave death. But I
Too
am
bad.
sanctuary.
We're gonna do everything to keep you alive.
Sanctuary. I can't die.
Yeah, can he target himself? Does he still have to roll the will save?
Hey, any creature who tries to damage him.
You all persuaded me just to trap me in this torment, in this hellscape. Oh God.
Just embrace it. Come on.
Just one. Hey, Poor Adventurers, the show where we can't just once have a normal fucking fight.
It wouldn't be fun if we did. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, the nerds on our channel paid to watch us roll dice and take turns using our basic attacks against each other in silence. That's how Dungeons and Dragons is supposed to be played.
If there aren't Cheeto stains and innuendos, it's not a real D&D game. And we can't have one,
Very
so...
Very true.
None of us have once eaten Cheetos on this game.
Shit. Blue just crit again, so...
On the suicide roll?
Blue. No.
Not on the suicide roll, no. No, I was just
Don't give him
gonna...
ideas.
I was just gonna have him cast Firebolt
It's worth
again.
asking.
Okay, so... Fuck, well, it's not gonna be a ton of damage, because he's blue. But, so I guess after seeing her, burn up Taseris, he goes, oh yeah, well, two can play at that game! And,
Don't burn me.
he stretches out his hands and he goes, in the name of Dad! The power of Dad
guys.
compels you! And
You got inspired.
a huge burst of flame shoots out from his hands, and Helga takes 14 damage.
Uncle Kibo is proud.
Okay, and just,
See, he
just
was
to be
inspired because Dad wanted some poon, and like he's just like, you know, this is for Dad.
sure. Okay, and just say in Percy's favor, I'm reading about Saloon right now, and everyone who follows her knows that all love alive under her light shall know her blessing, and her light is the moon, so love blooms on the battlefield, and that's totally an okay thing.
You're
He's
basically Sailor
he's-
Moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is completely in character.
See all other beings as being equals.
Man.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
wish we had a bard to play mood music right now. This fight would go so differently.
Percy must fuck Helga in the name of his god.
Take one for the team, little buddy.
All right, so
Oh,
You're gonna have to
sorry,
roll
Tezeris.
some pretty-
Sorry, Tezeris. It's getting way out of hand. It's your turn.
Oh, I'm not sorry. This is great.
I'm not sorry either. That was a lie.
I wish I had a loot right now. All right, let's try this sneak attack since I can apparently do that if I've got an ally within 5 feet of me. So here goes probably everything.
I think it's safe to say she's distracted.
Oh
By like
yeah, so
5 or 6
can I get an
different things
advantage?
happening right now.
if she's distracted?
Yeah,
Because I could
yeah.
use that right now.
Yeah, sure.
I do?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? No rules, just right.
Okay, well the other roll is actually better. I don't do anything. I don't hurt myself, but I don't do anything.
Okay.
My highest roll
So
is a
you
9.
completely hidden are like stab, 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 stab.
I'm doing Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. I'm just up against the wall singing my theme song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now Helga gets to go.
she's still frightened of me.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
true.
you're
She
doing
is still
stuff.
frightened of you. So she goes, ah! And I guess
I love
she...
that.
Does she have to run? Or is it just because she has, like, disadvantage to things, right?
I don't know. That's up to you. If you want to have her get away from me or just avoid me and still fight, it's...
Well, like, I'm not going to have her run out of the fight, but she backs as far away from you as possible, and she's going to try and... She's going to try and burn you in the same way she burned Taseris, but with disadvantage. And she is going to be unsuccessful, but she does get a second attack. And she is likewise unsuccessful, so she's just chucking fire and... And that's just happening constantly. Just sort of that...
It lands behind me and gives me a cool silhouette.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes you look more intimidating. Then Hammer and Tong and the Emperor get to go, and Hammer and Tong are so scared that they run around for a bit and then crash into each other, Laurel and Hardy style, and knock each other out so that I have one fewer throat-destroying voice to deal with. And the Emperor is likewise frightened, but he's just gonna, like, hide with more intensity. That's what I'm gonna go with. Which brings us to Kibo, actually.
Okay, so I conjure up my demon sword, point it at her, and go, "Don't fear the Reaper," and fire an Eldritch Blast out of it.
Nice. Nice.
Do I get advantage on the attack or no?
What, because you said a cool thing?
No, just, I don't know, frightened and everything.
No, it just said that frightened people have disadvantage when
All right,
the thing
okay.
they're frightened of is in the room. It doesn't
So
say
Eldritch
that you
Blast
have
attack, let's go. That's all. Okay, that's a total of 21.
That'll hit.
And so 1d10 plus 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 9 for Eldritch Blast damage.
Alright. Yeah. Not like the hugest hit ever, but like you guys are definitely starting to wear her down a bit. Belfry.
She's no longer frightened of me.
She's no longer frightened of you? Okay.
Yeah, the fear effect wears off now.
Wait a minute! I'm a fucking demon! Why was I scared of you?
Because I'm more than a demon.
No, you're not! You're an Aasimar! You're like the opposite!
I point my shield hand at her, just like in a soft way, and just go, and just use my command word and say, "Love."
I don't think that's one of the words.
Yo, Belfry's the best wingman ever on Surreal.
Man, you deserved it, man. It's a wisdom save before. I mean, if it works, it only works for 6 seconds. But
That's true.
you can have those 6 seconds as a gift.
You guys are sending
okay,
me
that's
to the
plenty
book
of time.
to be like, okay, you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. Okay, she gets to make a wisdom saving throw. She does get to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's 14.
Which she crit fails! She is so ready to love. She is feeling the love in her heart.
You know, like, it's the Paladin and the Cleric that wants this to work. It's my favorite thing.
I wink at Percy and I just say, "Go get her."
Fuck, well it is Percy's turn. Alright, what grisly actions do you take? Is anyone in the chat watching this? What the fuck are the comments like right now?
Lavender's probably left by now. Oh no, there she is. She's dying of laughter. We've officially murdered somebody, guys.
I was gonna cast Bless, but you know what? I'm going to seduce demon. Is that an action?
You're gonna
I'm gonna
seduce the demon daughter of the Archbishop of the Inquisition.
Like, that'd be like my father-in-law, right? Like, maybe that'll help us somehow. I don't know.
It was only a matter of time until this happened.
It was only a matter of time.
That is
All right. There's, what can I say? Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay.
There's ever time for a natural 20.
Okay, that's an
She'll make a wisdom
18.
save.
Oh, first roll is
against
18
it, I
total.
guess.
And the next one it's 18 and 19.
Okay. Well, I'm half tempted to move the camera so you guys can see I'm not making these rolls up. She got a 2 to resist.
She wants it. Like.
What do you say to her?
Okay, how do I have to do this? Okay, Percy just strolls
You can't
up
believe
leisurely.
you have to do this.
I didn't think it worked, but you know what? I'm glad it worked. I'm really glad it worked. So Percy goes up to the demon. I don't even know what this. I forgot what she is, but like the demon chick, and then he looks at her. And imagine she's super huge, so he has to like look up, like.
Yeah, she's like 9 feet tall. Yeah.
I have to look up. I'm like 7.
Okay, so I look her in the eye, which is like super high up, and I just go like, you know what, baby? You know what? The real blessing is that you and me are together right now.
I am strangely overcome by your romantic actions. Even though you literally stand against everything I physically am. I am spawn of the demon lord Grast. And even if intercourse between us was physically possible, one or both of us would basically explode from the matter-antimatter reaction, and yet I have never wanted to bone down more than I do in this moment. What is your name, handsome suitor?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
He's so smitten he's forgotten.
Take all the time you need, honey bunch!
Anyway, so I look at her and wink and I say, it's Percy. Percy Longdong.
Wow.
Your name is already Percy Meadowhole!
I'm gonna get into your Meadowhole. I don't know.
Long
Do I,
gone
feel
hole.
do I feel compelled to correct him? Like,
It's one fucking thing we've learned. Percy! Will you be my dark consort?
it just turned dark real fast.
I'm the daughter of a bishop, so I'm pretty sure I can marry us.
You know what, Blue? You got a new mommy.
I got a mom and a dad in the same
I
way.
accept.
Love Trump,
follows?
I pat
Trump
him on
hate
the
everybody.
shoulder.
What follows?
This is a very weird day.
This is weirder than yesterday day, and that was actually only 10 minutes ago.
What follows is, by all accounts, by those who will tell of it later, the craziest thing that ever happened in the Kaufmani Empire. As Emperor Hector Kaufmani, with his entire royal guard present, and representatives of an Inquisition death squad, with Taseris as the flower girl, Belfry as best man, Kibo as the crew. Actually, Taseris is the maid of honor. Blue is the flower girl.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Well, that is more appropriate, yes.
Yes.
And a fucking halfling cleric of good was married to Helga, spawn of Grast. Do you, Percy Meadowhole, take Helga to be your lawfully, if not like ethically, wedded wife?
I do.
And do you, Helga? I do! Well, in that
That
case,
actually hurt.
I now pronounce you man and Cambion. Please, for the love of God, do not kiss. Oh, no, you're going for it, huh? Oh, with tongue. Okay.
You gotta lift me up, baby. Okay, like, I'm like 3 feet tall.
Stand on Belfry's shoulders.
I have to lift you up over my head
Yeah,
to do
exactly.
this.
Also, I'm still spooky while this is all happening.
Yeah.
I was
Surprised you're not still flinging like.
I was standing next to a werewolf, and I'm just like, this is a very weird day.
That was when I told the
Can't argue
werewolf
with
next to
that.
me. This was a weird
Can't argue
day.
with that, my dude.
No one can say this is how the episode is gonna end. I'm just gonna throw that right now.
I think the campaign is ended. I think we're all settling down now.
Yeah. So like we're all absolved, right?
We just have a farm outside of town now. Like that's just the way it goes.
A brief reception follows with some snacks from the adjoining royal kitchen,
And some banjoing from a spooky demon man.
Yeah, exactly. he
Actually, it wears off after 1 minute, so I'm normal now.
But he continues.
What happened?
But I assume that you play on the banjo, canonically the only song you know, which is Nine Inch Nails Hurts. The perfect
Actually, no, I do know other songs.
Oh man.
Do people want to hear Deja Vu or Running Through the 90s?
You know,
Where the
like, favorite part
werewolf
about
says
this
they want to
entire
hear
thing
Bad Moon Rising.
The favorite thing is, it's like, we're all like, oh yeah, we're all gonna like die. And now, like, I'm getting married.
Hector's like, what about Tainted Love?
Very.
I don't know the words to that one, so I'm just gonna try. Tainted love.
That's actually pretty close.
Oh, you're
Yeah, like there you go. You did it.
You actually like hit the right
never
note.
gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never
You were so close.
Proud
Okay.
and desert you.
We gotta
Burning Ring of Fire next.
we gotta move on with the burn something in fire. So,
Okay.
So you guys get a moment at the reception. You manage to snag a moment with the group, and Hector is there too, and he goes, "So, what the fuck is the plan from here? If that was step
I honestly
one,
don't know.
if that was step
I honestly
one,
don't know. Things got really weird.
what
Do we
is
look like
step
we have
two?
any kind of plan? We are
Dude,
flying
that
by
was
the seat of
all
our pants.
improvised.
The Inquisition,
Oh.
if anything, is likely to kill us more now, and I really don't like the sound of whatever. Listen, if there's something that had to call him away from killing me, I can't even think of what that would be.
Hey, you should have had a second door for an escape route. This is really your fault as far as I'm
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, all rulers have a secret escape route.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, this is all his fault.
No, it's also Belfry's
my
fault too.
entire secret,
Well, yeah, but that's a given.
my entire secret
I-
escape plan was predicated on you four being competent.
Well, whose fault is that? Wait.
Hey, I'm
Let's
a
be fair,
happily
mine.
married man
To be
with
fair,
a
you
son.
went
I
to
think I'm the most
Dragonborn
competent
today.
person here.
I just look at him and just be like, then just leave now. I think everybody's pretty like
Yeah.
preoccupied.
Yeah, we're all like, everyone's super lit. This is a good party. Let's just
No,
leave.
I'm glad you're having a party while the Lords of Sertopia are apparently up to something. You said there was some, like, giant eldritch shit going on, and the leader
You
of the
wanted to leave
Inquisition
anyway.
is doing something
Yeah,
evil
just
with a
leave.
mysterious box. No, enjoy your fucking finger sandwiches.
But you can't make
I mean,
us
to be
care
fair,
about
these
your
are pretty
empire.
good.
You don't even care.
What's the
Yeah,
recipe?
if anything, this party's an opportune time for you to escape. You can go. We're enjoying the party, okay?
You idiots
screwed up
live in this
again.
empire.
Actually, I live in the forest.
It's the filth ovens. I guess it is kind of, but it really
It's
can't
yeah,
get much
it's
worse.
in the empire. It's in the city. What?
You know,
what are you talking
That
about?
Kinku village, now that it's abandoned, looks pretty nice. Like, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants to like build a new society there?
I'm pretty sure like my wife has some demon place that I'm just gonna live in for the rest of my life now with Blue.
Hey,
You
maybe
guys
it's
have to have a
Terencio.
conversation. Is that a good place for Blue to live? You got to think of your 20-year-old child now.
And make sure there's enough yard space for Keith Jr. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Are there good schools? I mean, come on.
That's
and
true.
I look back over to Hector and be honestly, like, if we're gonna do anything else at this point, we're gonna go to the elemental chaos and try to find Keith. So I don't know what your problem is.
Look, I'm fine. I'm pretty much fine with whatever we do right now.
What do I have to
I-
do to
I-
get you guys to care about the end of the world?
Wait, world. Wait,
Well, yeah,
I
you
just
said
thought this was this
empire,
like
man.
weird, corrupt place.
That's a very big difference.
Yeah, that escalated very quickly.
Yeah,
I thought this was
I don't
just
even know
about-
where we can start with this.
We just
Besides
thought this was
maybe,
about a kingdom being
going
ruled
after
by these aberrant, horrifying creatures that are well beyond any of us that we couldn't even stand against. And
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think Conrad's human.
I have no idea at this
You could probably
point.
take Conrad at least.
Maybe.
All I know is that one of them is this insanely horrifying creature that I quivered in the mere presence of. So you have fun fighting that. I don't think I
Hey,
can.
we don't have to immediately go for the giant Eldritch monster. We can work our way up. Maybe we can start by
You hear
killing Conrad. He seems like...
You hear a voice say, "The Emperor is lying, but he speaks the truth." And you turn around, and you see, somehow, in the wedding party, is Realgiana Crazy
Balls?
Argenstrea.
Yeah, my bad, guys. She was on the guest list.
Crazy
Sorry.
balls, it's been so long.
Where's my wedding gift?
Yes, I'm sorry that you all went to the mines because of me. But the more time I've spent outside of the world of dreams, the more I've remembered. If I may,
Good.
if I may, I would like to tell you a little bit of what's going on. Or like, nah, if you're not interested, I guess.
Please do.
That would be very helpful.
Yeah, 'cause
that'd be
that's
great.
totally what I want to do on my wedding party.
Okay. In the time before time, there was nothing but darkness. And in the darkness was boredom, for until the gods had man and the children of man to play with, there were no entertainments in the highest realms. And so the gods and goddesses, already known to you, created the three jesters, Lothos, Morthos, and Carlos, who would entertain the darkness and make it, if not light, then at least a little less than black. The first of these was Lothos, the chaotic, he who orchestrates, who believed himself the greatest of all beings. He was a grand storyteller, and the orchestrator created many of the whimsical and horrifying creatures that inhabited the world of the jesters. Above all, Lothos wants existence to be interesting. Unfortunately, horrific terror is a kind of interesting. The second of the jesters was Morthos, the sterling one. Morthos kept the jesters together through his ever-calm demeanor, genuine enthusiasm, and beautiful body. Easily the most noble and good of the jesters, the sterling one was nonetheless subject to many highly amusing forms of torment at the hand of Lothos. And last but not least was Carlos the neutral, the unzealot. Carlos spoke only when necessary, and his entire religious doctrine fits on 3 post-it parchments. Nevertheless, many consider him the wisest of all the jesters, and quite possibly the most dangerous. For eons, these 3 lived in the heavenly realms. There they invented humor, entertainment, and the anus. The gods were so pleased with their works that they awarded the jesters their own continent, and it was here that the jesters' friendship, always a tricky and temperamental thing, began to fall apart. The 3 began to argue over who would control their new continent. Lothos was opposed to government in any form, believing that order over chaos was a violation of the universe's divine nature. Morthos wanted to create the first truly peaceful land, a democracy that would be built around appreciating the art that already exists in the world around us, without destroying or defiling it. As for Carlos, he fed both sides of the conflict, only interested in the power and wealth he could attain as ruler by trading with both of the other jesters. As the jesters let their ideals get in the way of their primary duty as entertainers to the gods, and as they tore their land apart, their handlers had no choice but to banish the jesters and sink their land into the farthest plane of existence. The jesters' teachings have since almost completely faded from our knowledge, but, well, any good entertainer knows how to make a spectacular comeback. And that's where I came in. I was weak. I wanted to know everything there was about the astral plane. And when I finally got a chance to break into it, I didn't realize that as I was reaching one direction, the jesters were reaching the other. See, they're trapped. Their full forms are trapped in the farthest plane, a realm where nothing can live, and therefore nothing can die. It's a realm where nothing happens, and their continent is there too. And over time, their alignment switched from chaotic neutral lawful good to chaotic neutral lawful evil. And all they want is to bring their continent back to the mortal plane. But, you know, obviously travel, you know, the astral plane can facilitate travel, even to a plane so far away and so distant, but it would take an incredible amount of power. It would take, for example, a mountain-sized dream crystal.
Which we know exists.
Which you know exists. I let the jesters into this world. They're powerful, but right now they're not at their full power. But if they want to bring their continent back on top of this one, on top of this world, into the same existing space. So, yeah, I think this is a fight that you guys need to fight. But that's just my 2 cents. I mean, what do I know?
Wait. Well, looks like we have to put a hold on that farm, guys.
Damn it.
Then again,
Yeah.
I have put you in a horrible situation, in a horrible place. By no means do you have to follow what I'm going to do into this. This isn't about that anymore.
I mean, I kind of have to now. I mean, if this whole place goes if this whole continent goes down, I mean, the sinners I'm after will be dead, but so will I, and so will my home and everything that I sort of care about.
Belfry, you helped me get laid. I have a son because of this
Wait,
adventure.
already?
I'm about to get laid.
Very
This
presumptuous.
wedding party is taking quite a bit longer than I thought it would. Okay.
Sweet lord.
So does
But-
the Inquisition know about the,
You've earned my trust, friend. You are the best wingman ever.
Realtiana
Always.
knows history. She doesn't know current events, Jack.
Right.
Taseris,
Yep.
will you...
On. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
we're just asking if...
That's an appropriate Taseris reply. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And the Emperor goes, oh god. Well, I guess.
I look at him. Are you still here? Why are you doing here?
Well, if they're gonna destroy an entire continent in, like,
the kind that you rule.
potentially tonight, like, where am I gonna go? I hate to say
Wow,
this,
like-
but it might be time to actually, like, do some emperor-ing.
Well, you are slightly more brave than I really thought you were. I gotta
Yeah,
give you that. Like,
yeah, me too. I'm as disappointed as you are, believe me.
all right, well, where do we start?
And Hammer and Tong will walk up to. Well, no, we gotta do the whole big damn hero speech. Hammer and Tong walk up and they're like, "We're with you.
Yeah.
We didn't actually hear what we're pledging ourselves for, but we're for it." And Blue's like, "This has been the greatest night of my life. I will die for you, any of you. Do you want me to die?" He pulls out a dagger. I'll die.
Don't do that,
please.
There's no need
Okay.
to.
The
I
opposite of
appreciate the
that.
enthusiasm, but no, please. That's a little much.
Cammying, Helga walks up and goes, "Husband, about a minute and a half ago, I pledged myself to you, even if it means taking on my own father and his most powerful allies. I will happily stand by your side." And she bends down, like, lies on the ground to take your hand. Alternately, she takes your hand and picks you up. And she's like, "Till death do us part." And
Hey, Helga,
And
is
I'm
your-
so sorry you have to do that voice for the
Helga,
rest
is
of
your father aware that the lords are, trying to destroy the continent?
he's
Yeah,
He's
is the
been-
Inquisition in on it?
no, he thought we thought the lords were just lords. They were just bribing us. My father plans to turn himself into a lich. That's like a whole other thing. We can deal with that too if you want.
Wait,
I
what?
think.
Yeah, there's like a couple of
Uh.
storylines, but you guys were just getting married, so like.
Well, maybe it's possible for us to turn the Inquisition into our ally. Possibly.
I mean.
We have to change their entire ideology, but
Or at least
based on what we've accomplished today.
Or at least let them know that,
I know.
that if they keep helping the Lords of Sertopia, then everything they
honest-
know is going to be destroyed.
To be honest, the ideology of most of the Inquisitors is we like being bullies who are in charge and murdering people.
Well, we just have to direct that in the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think if we can kill my dad, again, soon to be an all-powerful lich, but if we can knock that out, I can probably redirect their murderous energies in a more productive direction. Oh,
I like that idea.
You're such a good wife.
oh,
Sam.
cool.
Yeah.
So that's great. All we have to do is fucking take on the Inquisition, and then so that we can take on 3 all-powerful beings who are worse than the Inquisition. I love this plan. This is a great plan. I'm so happy I met
Once
all of
again,
you.
you can leave. you don't have to be here. We don't need you.
Belfry, stop talking.
Sounds like
Belfry really doesn't
I'm just
want him
saying.
here.
Belfry, stop talking.
sounds like a lot of work.
Just
It
listen.
will be, but we can.
But if we turn
based
the
on what we've done
Inquisition to our
today,
side,
And so
we'll have a lot of power at our disposal.
And so you take a look at your, I would say, excessively ragtag band of heroes and decide to put aside your many differences in order to
Any.
keep the continent alive long enough to keep quibbling over your petty differences. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you to Lavender Frostflower and everyone else in the chat. Thank you, of course, to everyone who's not watching this live but is watching it later recorded. We appreciate your support as well. If you like the show, hey, tell a friend about it, tweet about it, Facebook about it. If you know someone you think would like it, that's
MySpace about it.
MySpace about it. We dare you. Get on your AOL account and email some people.
Preferably routes that people actually utilize.
Yeah, perfectly. But, like, listen, whatever floats your boat. Word of mouth is the only way we have to advertise the show, and it really helps us out a whole lot. Thank you so much for listening. I cannot believe where this episode went, but I'm really excited to see where future episodes will go. I also can't believe that we're all going to have to listen to Helga's voice some more.
You're excited for that, don't lie.
But them's the breaks. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye. And...
Bye.